Hey Sarah, this is AJ and here is your website audit. So to begin with, when we search for your business name in Kelowna, you do come up, so that's good. But one thing I would highly recommend is there should be a map listing here when we search for you. So I would suggest doing that as soon as possible. They are free and pretty easy to do. You just go to Google Business Profile and then you just follow the steps in here and they'll send you a postcard. So it's easy and free, and I highly recommend you do that. Coming onto your website, so just taking a quick look, it's good. However, the content that you have is definitely lacking. So one of the ways that Google is able to show people's websites is through the words on their page, and having the words that are relevant to your business need to be written out, basically. So when we talk about keywords and words, come over to here, and professional organizer is, from what I could find, your top keyword. There are you know a short list of other ones that would be pretty relevant to you, but professional organizer by and large is a fair bit more searched than your other terms. And so with these keywords, coming back onto your website, you want to make sure that you're writing about, you're using those keywords as well as location. And so when we're looking at improving this, there's tags that we have to consider. And so you have here bringing order to your home and life. And when we inspect that, it's an H2 tag, which is good that it's tagged. So these are the first headings that Google reads when it comes onto your website. So H1 being the highest tag, and you don't currently have an H1 tag. And then the words on this photo are actually not words at all. They're actually part of the photo. And so when we inspect this, this is what Google is reading about this image. So it says right here, Charlie and Jack, summer 2018. So that's what Google is getting from this picture. And so when we're looking at telling Google more about what you do, you'd be having, either an H1 up here or an H1 down here. And then you could have something like professional organizer in Kelowna. You can spice it up a little bit and make it a little bit more your own, but you definitely want to have your top keyword and your location somewhere in that H tag. And then when we're looking at these images, you can actually change those alt tags inside the image. And so for this one, I would say something like B Neat Studios helps families in Kelowna organize their life, or something like that, something relevant to what you do. And then obviously when you're trying to get multiple keywords on your page, you can't really do that with just a small paragraph here. So I would suggest expanding this. I usually say to try and get between 1,000 and 2,000 words on the home page. It really allows you to integrate those keywords without it sounding stuffy and unnatural. And so yeah, the thing you want to consider are the keywords and the location. And so when we're searching professional organizer in Kelowna, so this is a search term I would use, we have the top kind of three competitors here: Organize Action, Dwell Organized, and Organize My Space. And looking at their websites, they don't have a ton more content than you. But when I search professional organizer, this one didn't have it, which is strange, but this one has it twice. Again, not a ton of content, but they are telling Google what you do. And then same with this one, professional organizer is listed twice, and it's saying Canada, Okanagan, Kelowna, West Kelowna. Yeah, so they're saying a bunch of locations. A little bit more content on this one. Still like not done that well. And so this is actually pretty promising. In my opinion, raising your ranks in Google is very, very achievable against these 3 websites. Another thing to consider, which you've done quite well, when you look at the top left corner here, this is how many pages this site has, or that's indexed by Google. So this one only has 3 pages, this one has 9 pages, and this site has 25 pages. And then BNeat has 57 pages. So you're already far and above better than these other websites. So you're on the right track. And so good job on that. And when we click into your blog, it's great that you're making this kind of a regular thing. That's awesome. And then you do link to other blogs inside your site. But the way to make this even better is to have each blog with different link text linking back to your homepage. So that adds relevance to your homepage as well. And then if you wanted to, or if you could, when you expand this content, you could link from the homepage to a couple separate blogs as well. So basically, short of kind of running a backlinking campaign, which you probably don't need to do against your competition, because I did look at all the backlinks that all these guys have, and honestly, you're doing much better there as well. It seems like from your media outlets, you have been getting links back. So this is good. The only thing I could suggest is they're all using the same exact wording. So if you could maybe get a few of these people to change it to include the word organization or organizer in there somehow, that would help as well. So all of these things add relevance to your website, these anchor texts. So that's all I have for you. If you want any more information about any of the things I talked about, feel free to reach out. I know you wanted to do a bit of a strategy session, so we can definitely get that lined up. And yeah, looking forward to it. Thanks.